air conditioning on this Volkswagen 2018 Tigua, whatever the hell you pronounce that. Now this one I showed before from last week. I did a recovery on it, and now it's time to recharge it. The label is missing right now. The sticker is missing. I have to go see if they have it, or I gotta go scrounge it up. But since I didn't have the label from the original equipment manufacturer, and which is very important because here's from Max, M-A-C-S, and this is luckily, supposedly, and I'm gonna have to try to double check this, it says that no matter which compressor you have, their charge amount is all 500 grams. But what I have noticed that sometimes what it says in aftermarket sources and what it says in the underhood label are different. So there's an option for 3 different compressors in this one, based on engines actually. And if you go way down here, okay, it's not saying, but depending on your engine size and the model and stuff like that. Okay, here we go. So we have an option of a Sandin compressor on this vehicle, and Meihwai, I never can pronounce that name, or a Denzel. So this one vehicle can have 3 compressors. They're all R1234YF. Supposedly they are all a half a kilogram, 500 grams. Description of refrigerant capacity. You see this down here? You have to come way down here, scroll this down. You see that down there? With YF refrigerant, refer to underhood label. So they're saying double check and refer to the underhood label, because I have found in many different, whether it was Mitchell, CCC, or anything like that, on a lot of these new vehicles, that their information is wrong, and you have to go to the underhood label or look up TSBs, because sometimes 6 months or a year later they find out the underhood label is wrong. They have changed the refrigerant quantity later on, so you always have to check that too. And on this system, your refrigerant charge, look at minimum oil capacity. Okay, so let's look at the minimum. There's the maximum, 2.2 ounces. The whole, is that the whole entire capacity? And then the maximum is up to 2.8. Here they have their total oil capacity. So 3.4 ounces looks like their total minimum oil. And then right down here they have 4 ounces. And then depending on what compressor you have, they're giving you your minimum and maximum. And for your compressor itself, only 2.8 ounces as your maximum, 2.2 minimum. So you no longer have, and I've been stressing this for guys, there's systems at really low oil capacities now. No more of those 4 ounces, 5 ounces, 7 ounces. They're still around, but far and few between. They're disappearing. You have to be really crucial on your oil charge, just like you have to be real crucial on your refrigerant charge. Now, you've seen me make videos before where I measured the refrigerant in the gauges and actually aligned, depending on whether you have liquid refrigerant or vapor refrigerant, or say refrigerant that's only at an ambient temperature of say 45 degrees in the morning, filling your gauges, and you weigh your gauges. This is where it comes in handy having a scale that's accurate within a gram to 5 grams, not these 1 ounce or 2 ounce accuracy scales. 1 ounce is unacceptable nowadays as a accuracy for a scale. So if I fill this refrigerant gauge hoses up with vapor refrigerant or liquid refrigerant, I could have a difference of 3 or 4 ounces of refrigerant just in my hoses. Same goes with temperature. If I have refrigerant that's 45 degrees Fahrenheit or refrigerant that's at 150 degrees Fahrenheit, I could have a great difference of weight of refrigerant just in the hoses that gets trapped. And we're looking at systems, we have systems that are down well below 1 pound of refrigerant capacity. And if you have 3 or 4 ounces difference just because of your hoses, you can greatly undercharge or overcharge your vehicle. What else? for you guys who are going to run into problems. I know I had one more thing. I guess I'll cut it. I'm having an Alzheimer's moment here, and we will get back onto this subject when it comes to different compressors. And if you want to know a compressor, I've showed you before, but you have to get way up under here and get to your compressor, and you could just barely see the label. Let me get my finger. See at the tip of my finger? You see that white label up there? Go up there and snap a snapshot with your phone to find out which compressor you have, and go onto Max's website. If some of you guys, this is a very inexpensive tool for you guys who really want to get into air conditioning. This is a cheap way of getting your specifications and procedures, and coolant too, is to go into Max's website. Let me zip it down here. Right there. You see that symbol right there? This is what gets you all. You could scan a scan a VIN, and if the VIN doesn't work, because sometimes that doesn't, you manually put it in. So you could, or you can manually select the year. So let's say we have a 1975. Let's say we have a abortion Cadillac, and let's get our DeVille. Let's get our Cavalier. We'll do nothing more than a Buick. Let's pick an engine. Let's pick AC cooling system specifications. Let's pick AC system. Thank you, data not available. Well, I guess that's a little too old, and that was a bad choice. So let's pick something a little newer. Let's go back to our vehicle again. Let's go down to a 2016. Let's go to everywhere all over the world. Toyota is popular. Everybody who wants a reliable vehicle, they just go and buy a Toyota. Let's get a Corolla. Let's get a LE. There's our engine size. And let's get specifications. Let's get an AC system, and there you go. 0.5, a half a kilogram, or 18 ounces, ND8 oil, viscosity, how many ounces, and there's your information. So for anybody who wants a very good backup source of information when you lose labels, this is the place to go. All right, see you guys later. Download this app. If you do a lot of AC, by the end of the summer, it'll have paid for itself many times over. For you guys who are guessing with using pressures or temperatures, go out, get yourself a good little scale. This particular scale is accurate within 5 grams. This is the NAVAC scale. There's the model number. Look that up on the internet. If you don't have a source close to you, you need to mail order it. True Tech Tools is a good place to go. It's just like the vacuum pump right there. Okay. So if you ever want to know what vacuum pump I use, that's that. Download this app and off you go. See you guys later.